had to pay toll people. Hope y'all doing well. Peace to the nation. I'm on the road. It looked like my camera foggy. If it is, I do apologize. It might be the haze in the Indiana air. You know, I guess they say it's the wildfires. But yeah, I'm on the road, man. I've been my presence has been requested by my family. Nah, I shouldn't even say it like that. I'm going to see my family. That's what it is. Yeah, I want to come on, make a little content. Why not? Right? Why not ride, make a little content? I really can't read no comments or nothing. All I'm really probably gonna be doing is talking. Now, for how long I'm gonna be talking and what I'm gonna be talking about, who knows? I'm trying to keep my mind on the road, not be a distracted driver. But you know, in the name of the algorithm, I'll come on, make a little content. Talk about some current events or whatever. I don't know what is current events now.
There's a speed trap ahead.
What are the current events right now? BET Awards is old. What is news today? I don't know what y'all been talking about.
In a quarter mile, keep left at the fork to stay on I-90 East.
But I'm on live, on YouTube live. Apparently, I ain't even gonna put that on me. I'm on here making content, goddammit. Shit. I know 2 minutes have passed
keep
by.
Left at the fork to stay on I-90 East.
You know, a nigga trying to get his thing going, as he should.
Continue on I-90 East for 295
making sure you're going the right way you're supposed to be going. But I'm on the road, man. I got a little time off work. So why not go see my family, right? You know, it's a blessing to have family, you know. You know, those when we us old folks talk about the good old days and how it was, I guess, prior to crack cocaine or whatever, the crack epidemic of the 80s, and how you know, it seemed like family was a whole different type of element back then. So I don't know. I'm going to my birthplace. I'm going to Ohio. They say you ain't supposed to say that you're traveling online, but don't nobody want to go where I'm at. You know, I live in Cook County, Illinois. Those people carry guns around there where I live. Shit, man. I'm on the road. So really, it's just like me talking out in the space. YouTube will be my my driving companion. My passenger person. But yeah, man. Little boy in this domino mode. As far as to like the because everybody on it seems like a lot of the pages, I don't know whether I'm in the algorithm of that shit or not, but I do have a relationship page on Facebook, but I'm not a relationship page on YouTube. I'm the nigga roll on YouTube. You know, really it's just, I guess, a place for me to talk my shit. You know, it's just really a YouTube page, my YouTube page I had, that I decided to utilize for the purposes of you know, I guess advancement of a personality, or, you know, somehow get some form of additional revenue going on per se. But, you know, also to express myself creatively. Is that the word? Is that how you say it? Creatively. So yeah, I'm on the road, going to my place of birth, thinking about the food, you know, it tastes where it is. You know, hoping the quality of it hasn't somewhat diminished, but I'm gonna taste it and see. Yeah. So Y'all ride with me on YouTube. I see a lot of folks be on the YouTube shit just sitting. Why not I make a long ass YouTube as long as this motherfucker gone? Hang with Mr. Nigga. Flav. Y'all call me Doc Flav. You know, it's Flav Niger, Flavinus Niger. I adopted that name, you know, after, you know, really it was like around that time when the Seinfeld, when the dude on Seinfeld, he had messed around, was at a comedy show and called two niggas in the crowd nigga. I guess he started saying nigga repetitively. That dude's name was Michael or whatever, Michael Richards. So Michael Richards had gotten in trouble in the media. He's beloved by Seinfeld. Boy, Seinfeld, I remember when Jerry Seinfeld, he was totally laissez-faire on that situation. His hands was completely off that shit. He ain't want to even talk about it. He ain't want to do anything or nothing. So you know that Chris Rock, he hung around Chris Rock, so they say nigga. I'm sure Chris Rock just said nigga around him, so I'm sure he knew the politics per se that Michael Richardson should have known as well. But anyway, that's just part of it. Flavinus Niger, you know, okay. So I'm like, so after that there was an uproar. All of a sudden, here comes the NAACP. The NAACP, and they were. The NAACP to me is kind of like a precursor, the great grandfather of organizations like Black Lives Matters and things like that. Those foundations in which, you know, would appear to be for the advancement of the coloreds or that Black Lives Matter, but they didn't necessarily mean that the Black Lives Matter. So. The NAACP had been alerted and they came forward and say, oh no, we cannot continue to besmirch our ears and, you know, give the good Caucasian or the Ashkenazi Jewish man. We cannot allow him to be tempted to say this word nigga any longer. So what we must do, we must figure out a way to remove this word from, we must condemn this word. We must condemn this identifier because it's in modern times, because we know slavery is long over. In modern times, the word nigga has been villainized and demonized. Back in those days, it was just merely what our ancestors were called. Our ancestors, they didn't necessarily care about names, anything like that, when it's their property. And when their property is only called upon and required to do is work in the fields or do whatever services and duties they have to do in the name of master. So they decided, well, we're going to have a funeral for the word nigga. We're going to bury nigga. So what they did was they buried nigga. And I'm like saying to myself, well, I didn't necessarily didn't come to this conclusion where I wanted to do that. You know, I'm pretty much fine with being able to say it. Them people know, I mean, hell, they say it at their own risk or whatever, their own, you know, because a lot of white people don't want to be, appear to be referred to or even present themselves as being racist or racist or anti or whatever or anti. So what they do is they when it comes to a situation where they're, you know, they're allowed to get shelter or regard to their feelings, you have to take in regards, hey, if y'all keep tempting these good white folks with this word, being able to utilize this word nigga, then what else will they do? They just can't help themselves. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to them that nigga that you can say nigga to that nigga and they can't say nigga to you. But I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, Flavinus Niger, you know, so after that, it was like, well, they tried to condemn the word. Of course, the word was never condemned, but it was just the ceremonial aspect of it. I think Al Sharpton was there. Maybe Jesse Jackson might have appeared. It was just a whole ceremony of them burying the N-word in the name of the NAACP's director, Cindy. So I'm like, in my mind, okay, I know, I know that something in my spirit says that this is wrong, that this is wrong. And in a way that you think about what goes on now, I guess when they talk about, what's that, racial, what's they call it, race, kind of have going on in the schools or whatever. I guess it was kind of like the early aspect of that. Critical race theory, that's what I'm thinking about. I guess that was early critical race theory in effect. Whereas they was like, okay, we're going to study the fact that we're going to go along with the ideology that we have to correct our speech, and in correcting our speech, everybody else has to correct their speech. But this is, I don't know what that shit is, but live it is nice. What I did was I began to just research what the word meant. I took it back to the root word. And what I read was NGR and similar to NTR, which is these people, they came from foreign lands and they spoke foreign languages. So you can identify yourself as who you are, and you can tell that to, well, I guess in that state of mind, we're speaking in this particular state, you can tell that to your conqueror. And your conqueror, you may, my name is, I am an Injarian. You're a nigger? Okay, you're a nigger. And I'm an Injarian, sir. That's not the way you pronounce it. But that's how I got my name, Five. But yeah, man, I'm traveling. This is the nigga, come hang out in the nigger room. Well, it was one thing in particular. I don't really want to necessarily, but I'm trying to think of what it is. Oh, this is what it was. This is what I can talk about. Okay. And this is in the name of the relationships too. Okay. I read a status that said that parents, I guess they were speaking to the parents, or they made it to speaking to the ladies themselves. Either warn your daughter or make sure that a man is already finished. Don't look for potential in the name of potential versus being finished. So it's like, well, okay. In a lot of ways, some men are not finished until they're, I guess that's part of the point as well. But to be fair, you're telling someone who's very young, don't. I guess you go around or mess around until you find that person. I don't know how that would work, considering if that person that they messing around with don't have to wait until it's made, then why? So you're kind of putting an unrealistic standard from my perspective. And it was a dude, I don't know whether he was pandering or whatever, and he may have, and I guess that's fine, it serves its purpose. But he said, he just wrote it, he just really kind of stood on it. I'm like saying, well, man, what you're saying is that, and I understand, being broke, being broke is kind of a nebulous term too. Broke can be all kind of ways, can be utilized as an adjective in several ways. Because for some people, when they say they broke, that don't necessarily mean that they all the way broke. That means that they too broke to do what they necessarily want to do in regards to needs, in regards to wants. I can be broke and all my needs will be taken care of. But when it comes to like material wants or superficial desires, I might go here and do this and that and the third. Like this trip right here. It's the first of the month, and I don't get shit for the page that I work for at the first of the month. I don't get Section 8 discount on this high ass fucking rent. But that's a personal problem, But yeah, still, at the point of what I was making when I say that is that I'm on the road. I'm going where I want to go. It's something that I want to do. And you know, it may pinch me a little bit financially, but I'm still in a position where I can you know, get back where I need to be. So, you know, it's not that. Don't call it a celebration of the good white man's 4th of July. It's his holy day. You know, we know where we were and our ancestors were. Well, I guess a few of us know where our ancestors were in 1776. You know, those who were descendants of those people who were, like I said, referred to as nigger. You know, why would they need to have and it gets me like, why would the slave master need to come up with a negative name or a negative identifier for his chattel, for his property? For him to say nigger probably was the same as for him to say pig, a cow, or chicken. And I mean, it may be rough to, you know, it's rough to listen to, but it is what it is. And from my perspective, but yeah, got a toll. So what I'm gonna do? No, well, yeah, I do got a toll. No, well, damn, I don't know. I done roll right through that. I'm not going that way. Okay. Yeah, I already paid. I don't know how many more times I gotta pay. I know I gotta pay like $30 to go from Illinois. That's how it takes shit. Like giving Joe Biden's son a pat on the wrist. You know, Joe Biden's son got caught with a weapon and some dope. You know, and it's like, okay, they're saying he got sentenced, and from my perspective, his sentencing looked kind of light, but you know, we're not on that level. You know, at least I try to explain to people who don't believe that there is a system where, you know, those who are considered white are at the top of that totem pole, and those who are considered black are at the absolute bottom of that totem pole. Yeah, man. We just ride with Doc Flay, ride with Mr. Flavor. We got a few more hours left to go. I mean, I'm not gonna be on here all these hours. You know, we just gonna ride it out. We just gonna see whether we can trigger some stuff on the algorithm, see what happened. Because this is a whole bunch. This is just like a bunch of bullshit with this YouTube shit, man. And I understand, you know, you need to be captivating. You need to serve the people, you know, what the people want to get. You know what I'm saying? But damn, you know, even if you come with a topic and you be trying to come straight with it, they still it is another damn toll. They still be funny with your shit. So I don't know how to work it. You know, they say you got to go to YouTube University to get your shit on, and maybe YouTube University will teach you some shit. So yeah, that's Slave. It's the nigga room. Welcome to the nigga room. Hey there, hi there, hold there. I'm not gonna beg niggas to like and subscribe and share and all that shit. Hey, you know, if you like the shit you do, if you feel the way you feel about it, you know what to do if you do. So yeah, stop ahead for a ticket. So I guess you pick up the ticket. But yeah, man, ride with Flay. I turn the music down. This jazz shit, live in the moment. I guess I get a ticket. So I sure ain't got no easy pass. I don't go out my neighborhood. I guess you need the easy pass when, like, you go on certain distances or go on certain places at certain times, but I don't be needing the easy pass. Nobody out there west. Yeah, man. Fuck it. I'm just on here, man. just on here. I know that sound lamer than the bitch too. But yeah, I'll be back when I got something else to talk about. I'll holler at y'all.